Right, we're working with exchanges like Huobi. They're going to support Heco Chain.
Hello, welcome to Crypto Interviews. My name is Claudio and this is CryptoChain, the channel where I do crypto news, reviews, tutorials, and interviews. And joining me today is Bree, the CMO of Darwinia Network, which is a project building on the polkadot ecosystem. And she's going to share with us some of the use cases of Darwinia Network and, of course, what is Darwinia all about. So, Bree, welcome. And if you could please quickly introduce yourself and how did you get started with Darwinia Network?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me today. And this is Bree from Darwinia. And I joined the Darwinia team last year. And I was working on the marketing and like accelerating Darwinia, building the global community for Darwinia. And today I'm feeling really glad to have this opportunity to have such interview with our Darwinia ambassador. Yeah, great.
That's true. Thank you. Yeah, so can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? So when did you get started in the cryptocurrency space? What made you join Darwinia in the first place?
Actually, I just joined the crypto industry last year, and my first company was Darwinia, because at that time I was very interested in polkadot and Substrate, and Darwinia is building on Substrate, and Darwinia joined the polkadot ecosystem very early. So I guess it's very nice to join Darwinia team. Yeah,
No,
that's why I'm here today.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's great. And how many employees just on average are working for Darwinia Network? You're all based in Singapore, right? Or do you have offices elsewhere?
We're based in, so our company was established in Singapore, but the team was actually based in China, in different cities. Yeah. But we also have got developers overseas. Yeah. And for now, basically, we have more than 20 employees here for the Darwinia team.
Okay, no, that's good to hear. It's good to hear. And can you please just try to summarize Darwinia in a nutshell for a beginner, for somebody who's new to the cryptocurrency?
All right. Can I share my screen or?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you can basically look at this picture. So for beginner, Darwinia is actually the golden gate bridge for cross-blockchain networks. Darwinia is a decentralized bridge chain built on Substrate, providing the safest heterogeneous cross-chain solution. So basically, a lot of users often ask me, polkadot and Darwinia both are working on cross-chain interoperability. What's the difference between polkadot and Darwinia? Actually, for polkadot, we have to win the parachain auction to have a slot to plug into the polkadot ecosystem and achieve the cross-chain interoperability within the polkadot ecosystem. But for those blockchains outside the polkadot ecosystem, like say connecting Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polkadot, these public chain ecosystems, it relies on the Darwinia bridge. That's very easy to understand for a beginner to know what Darwinia is building. And our first bridge, Darwinia Ethereum bidirectional bridge, has successfully opened last year. For users, now they can move their RAINs, our native token RAIN, from exchanges on Ethereum to Darwinia mainnet for staking and earn profit. Yeah, and for projects, a lot of projects have announced partnership with Darwinia to deploy our bridge to expand the circulation, multi-chain circulation of their assets. Yeah, that's a brief intro of Darwinia.
And what about Tron? Because I see Tron is there too.
For Tron, yeah, because we have developed a cross-chain game called Evolution Land. Different continents are deployed on different blockchain network, and the first continent is deployed on Ethereum, and the second one was deployed on Tron. Basically, users can move resources across different continents, and the primary layer is our cross-chain technology. Of course, we are going to launch a bridge connecting Tron as well, because Tron, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Heco Chain, they they all have the similar consensus model. So for us, with the experience of launching the first Ethereum Darwinia Bridge, it would be quite easy to connect these population ecosystems with similar consensus models.
Right, no, that's good. And and can you please talk a bit about Heco Chain, because I've been hearing quite a lot about that, but it's not very clear for many. It has a link to Huobi, right? And I mean, it has been developed by Huobi. So can you please explain how that's going to work? I mean, will the Heco version of Ring and KTON be listed on various exchanges so that it's supported, so that people don't have to use the Ethereum version all the time? Will that be an option? You know?
Yeah, right. So for now, if you have checked our Twitter, our cross-chain game Evolution Land has also got its own Twitter account. You can get updates of our cross-chain game on Twitter. So we just announced that we're going to launch the new continent on Heco Chain. So it would be a new continent. So for users, they will be able to trade Heco Chain version of rings. Yes.
Okay, that's perfect. And do exchanges support that? Exchanges like MXC or Huobi, for example?
Right. We're working with exchanges like Huobi. They're going to support Heco Chain of rings for users.
Okay. That's very good. And what about the Substrate version?
The Substrate version would be our next continent on Crab Network, and it's undergoing the final test. So after the launch of the new continent on Heco Chain, it would be the Substrate version that is the new continent on Crab Network, which is the Canary network of Darwinia. It's like the Darwinia version of Kusama. Yeah, and we can definitely talk more about Crab Network in our next several questions.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, if you could please cover that after. But just one more question on, because I'm not very clear, and I think many people in the community are waiting for this. At the moment, when you want to swap Ring or KTON, for example, from, say you are buying on an exchange and you want to swap it over to the wallet, right, to the Substrate version to be able to stake. The issue is that the Ethereum fees are very high. So the big question and the big concern for many is that we're not seeing the Substrate version of Ring and KTON on exchanges. The question is there a plan to launch this or to list this in order to facilitate this and make it easier for people to sell those staking rewards when they earn Ring and things like that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I guess the community really would like to know about that. So we're working with Huobi Global to open the mainnet version of Ring for users to trade mainnet versions of Ring on Huobi Global. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What about MXC? Do you know if they're looking at that as well, or are you working with them as well, or?
Actually, you know, the staking process of Ring and KTON is a little bit complicated. You have to move your rings through our cross-chain portal called Wormhole. I guess it's a little bit complicated for beginners. So we're trying to working with exchanges to have some kind of access for users to like do some kind of like one-click staking through exchanges or wallets. Yeah, we're working with exchanges and wallets to facilitate the staking process for our community users.
Yeah. No, thank you for that. No, that's good. No, because I mean, that's one of the concerns that we have at the moment, having to swap in and out all the time and paying those huge Ethereum fees, which is a bit difficult,
right.
especially for new people. Even for people with experience, it is a bit of a headache. But hopefully, I can understand the use case because you want to use the bridge and you want people to test the bridge. But I think it would definitely make life easier to have that listing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to also have prepared like video tutorials for users to walk you through how to move your rings from exchanges to Darwinia mainnet and how to stake, how to become a validator, and how to become a nominator. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be good. Definitely. I mean, a tutorial on how to be a validator is definitely one that I'll be looking forward to. Cool, thank you. Yes, so if you want to please talk a bit about Crab Network. I know that everyone's waiting for the Kusama parachains. Everyone's excited, right? And it's just this slight delay at the moment till Gavin Wood says, okay, phase 3 is here. We can start the parachain auctions on Kusama. The question is, what is, how do you plan to use CRAB network? And I know that with CRAB network, there are two different types of tokens, like we've got with Darwinia. We've got cRING, which is already listed on MXC exchange and is trading on the Substrate version. And then we've got KTON, which apparently is not going to be trading on exchanges. So can you please explain the reason behind that and how will people actually get KTON?
Okay, so let me share my screen now.
Yeah.
So as you can see here, CRAB network is the canary network for Darwinia, and it is positioned as a cross-chain bridge hub of Kusama. It is also the first cross-chain and chain in the polkadot ecosystem. So actually, here are some features of CRAB and Darwinia virtual machine. Because the latest tech progress of Darwinia is that Darwinia virtual machine is now live on CRAB. Darwinia virtual machine is a smart contract solution providing for DeFi and NFT projects. So here are some features for that. Darwinia virtual machine is going to support MetaMask and Solidity language. So basically, users and developers, if you would like to import your dApps from Ethereum to Polkadot or enter into the Polkadot to build a new project, the easiest way is to build on CRAB network. And CRAB network is featuring several features. The first one is really low gas fee. And then because of the primary layer of Darwinia, it also empowers your project cross-chain interoperability. And because it is completely compatible with Ethereum virtual machine, it is really easy to import your dApps from Ethereum to Polkadot ecosystem. So we also did several improvements on Darwinia virtual machine to, like, say, the transfer balance between EVM account and Substrate account without loss of currency, and recognizable EVM account to Substrate account conversion. That's some features about CRAB network. So for CRAB, we're actually going for the Kusama parachain auction, and we're going to rewards including both our tokens, rings, and cRING, and our NFT rewards in our cross-chain game evolution land. So for cRING, for its utility, it can be used for the cross-chain game evolution land on the CRAB continent, and it can also be swapped to rings in the game. And also, it would be part of our rewards for the Kusama parachain auction. So if you stake your Kusama and support Darwinia for the parachain auction, we will definitely offer you our cRING for rewards. Yeah.
Thank you.
How to get KTON? It is basically through participate in Darwinia mainnet staking. And it is kind of easier than ring staking because you can just like move your assets from exchanges directly to CRAB network. You do not need to cross-chain transfer through the wormhole portal. So basically, you just move your assets from exchanges like MXC to Darwinia mainnet and choose choose CRAB network at Darwinia portal to participate in staking. Just become a nominator and select your favorite nodes and your favorite validators to earn some profit. Yeah. And basically, you lock your rings, you can gain KTON reward. That's how to get KTON through staking. You can basically trade KTONs in the future because for now KTONs haven't been listed. So for now, you can lock your KTON to continue for staking. Yeah, because blocking CKTONs for staking, CKTON stakers, you can earn higher profit than basically using cRINGs for staking. It's kind of complicated. You can definitely watch our video tutorial or join our community to get some more help. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's useful to know. Thank you. And just to get back to the ring and cRING ratio, I know that there has been some talk about a 100-to-1 ratio with the swap between cRING and ring. So for each 100 cRING, you get one ring, right? How will that actually work? Like, how is the liquidity generated to be able to do this kind of swap? And yeah, just basically explain the mechanism behind that kind of functionality.
And being used for in the crab continent in our cross-chain game Evolution Land, cRING has got more and more utilities. So cRING is adding value to itself, not just combined with rings. That's why, but 1-to-100 ratio is kind of a primary value of cRING. The value of cRING is not going to be like under the 1-to-100 ratio to ring. So that's why we had got this design for cRING. It's part of our tokenomics. You can definitely get more details on our Crab Network website. It's under updating and it's going to get to launch very soon, the new version of Crab Network. Yeah.
No,
and
sorry.
About the swap of cRING and ring, we're going to have like decks for the swap of ring and cRING, probably in a game. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry, that was my question. So there will be a DEX which will actually offer this swap mechanism.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And what about the liquidity? Who's supplying the liquidity?
Because it's like it's a DEX in our game. It's like the community is going to support the liquidity. Yeah, and our new game users who are going to join the new continents.
Okay, so is it going to be more rather than a DEX? It's going to be kind of like Uniswap, right? Or like polkadot?
It's because we have got our own ecosystem project called Subswap. It's a DEX project built on Crab. So the DEX is more like our own ecosystem project, like Subswap.
Okay, that makes sense then. Cool, thank you for that. Yeah, just to talk a bit about KTON now, because a lot of people in my community hold more KTON than they hold ring. So I want to know what will be the use case for KTON? I mean, aside from right now, we know that it's a commitment token and that you're generating staking rewards in ring. But what is the actual utility of KTON aside from those staking rewards? How will it be used?
Yeah, so now KTON holders can get like staking rewards. And the second utility of KTON would be the on-chain governance. For example, previously we have got the campaign of naming of the new continent of Evolution Land, our cross-chain game. So KTON holders got like higher power to vote for their favorite proposals. And the third utility for KTON would be the registration fee for future cross-chain bridge. Like say a project and it is going to deploy our Darwinia cross-chain bridge, we're going to charge them a registration fee for using the cross-chain bridge. And we're going to charge projects who are going to use our bridge also have long-term commitment to Darwinia. So we charge them KTON, but not rings. We're going to like partner with them in the long term, but not just using the bridge for one time. Yeah.
Cool, thank you. So when you say you'll charge them KTON, do they have to lock KTON in some smart contract, or how will that work? Or do they just pay you in KTON?
Because the general bridge for ERC20 tokens is still under like the final test, because we have already launched the bridge is only available for rings and KTONs, but not for general ERC20 tokens. Once the general bridge for ERC20 tokens is going to launch, we're going to definitely post the details of how to register for using our general cross-chain bridge and how to like pay KTON for the bridge. Yeah.
No, that's useful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're looking forward to that information for sure, because a lot of people want to know more about the utility of KTON. Now, just one final thing I want to talk about is in relation to other games. So I know that you've got Evolution Land, but what about other games wanting to build on Darwinia? Do you have anything down the line? You don't have to say the names if you can't, but I'm just curious if there are other people wanting to develop on Darwinia at the moment.
Yes. So Darwinia is going to launch our Darwinia Builders program to provide tech and all around of support for developers and projects which are going to build on Crab Network and Darwinia. So basically, we have three directions for Darwinia Builders program. So the number one would be DeFi projects like DEX, like SubSwap, cross-chain DEX, and then blockchain game like Evolution Land. We have announced partnership with a game project called GameFi. Yeah, we just announced partnership with them like last week. So they're going to build their polkadot version of game on Crab. And they also have got some yield mining DeFi plus NFT application on their platform, and they're also going to add ring as a playable asset to their liquidity pool to join their DeFi projects. So it is also adding Darwinia new utility. Ring is going to use it in some DeFi projects, like join the liquidity pool in some DeFi projects. Yes, so the second direction would be blockchain game. And the third direction is about NFT. So we're trying to support projects like say NFT aggregator is kind of adapt different standards of NFT like ERC 721 or the future NFT standards of polkadot, and we're going to provide an NFT adapter to support different versions of NFTs and also cross-chain market, NFT market. So the Darwinia Builders program is going to support these projects building on Crab and expand our own ecosystem. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Thank you for that explanation. Very good. Now, just one final thing I want to ask about is with regards to partnerships and communication with other projects within the Polkadot ecosystem. I know that you're part of the Polkadot DAO, and I was really excited for that because, for example, I support other projects in the Polkadot ecosystem that unfortunately are not part of the DAO. So how do you collaborate with these other projects like Acala Network, for example, which everybody's talking about? It's probably the most hyped project in the Polkadot ecosystem. And how do you plan to work with Acala Network, for example?
For the partnership, we actually also have got two directions. The first one is providing our cross-chain bridge for these projects, not only DeFi projects like Acala, but also NFT projects. So one kind of project is Polkadot ecosystem project. They're going to connect with Ethereum, and they can basically deploy our Darwinia Ethereum bridge, and they don't need to go on their own bridge and trying to focus on their own business. Like Acala, they can like say focus on their DeFi projects and stablecoin business, but not worry about building a bridge to get connected to Ethereum. And like a lot of new Polkadot projects, they're actually working on the Ethereum bridge and smart contract solution on their own. But for these projects, we're reaching out to them to deploy our Darwinia bridge, and they don't need to waste time on building the bridge. That's the first direction. And the second direction is about our smart contract solution. Darwinia is actually the only smart contract platform that is already in application. So our Darwinia virtual machine is now live on CRAP. So for these polkadot projects like Bandot, we are actually working together on the implement of open law and smart contract solution. So for these projects, they can work with us to import some Ethereum DApps to their ecosystem. So the third direction of partnership would be those NFT projects and game projects on Ethereum, which are going to come to the polkadot ecosystem. Because for these projects, they're not just stick to one public chain ecosystem. They're trying to build their game on different public chain ecosystem. They definitely would like to come to polkadot. So for these projects, they can basically build on CRAP. That's the future 3 directions of Darwinia and our future partnerships. Yes. So after the of our Tron Bridge is going to support the NFT transfer and the general ERC20 token, we're going to reach out to some like big names, like say OpenSea or like some you know those well-known projects to deploy our Tron game and come to the polkadot ecosystem. Yeah.
No, that's good. Thank you very much for sharing everything. And just to close this off, what are the last things that you want to share with the community?
So I would like to share some upcoming events to know more about Darwinia. Tonight, we are going to participate in the Parachain and Friends event. It is going to be a tech talk about the path of a cross-chain map token. I'm going to present at the Parity and Friends event and explain to you and walk you through how a token is going to be cross-chain transferred from Ethereum to Darwinia. It's a kind of a technical talk. So if you're developers or if you're interested in Darwinia latest tech innovations, you can definitely save a spot for tonight's Parity and Friends event. And also Darwinia's talk has been selected as a featured talk in this year's Polkadot Decoded. And this is going to be like say the largest annual event of Polkadot. So you definitely have to register for that. And the event is in May. So save your spot as soon as possible and see you guys there in Polkadot Decoded.
That's great to hear. Thank you very much, Bree, and I hope this was informative for you watching this video. And if you have any questions, please do drop a comment below. And also in the description, you can find the link to the Darwinia Telegram group where Megan is very, very helpful. She's the admin and the ambassador there. So if you have any questions, fire them away. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.